The biggest fort in Willow Meadow was about to crash, but only Benny Bunny noticed the problem. High above the meadow, Bruno Bear and Max Puppy were busy building higher and higher, and they had no idea what was about to happen. One sunny morning, Bruno had a huge idea. Let's build the biggest fort Willow Meadow has ever seen. Benny Bunny and Max Puppy immediately cheered. The three friends rushed across the meadow collecting sticks, branches, ropes, and wooden planks. Soon they started building. First, they made a strong, wide base. Benny carefully checked every piece. Max carried supplies back and forth. Bruno tied everything together. Before long, the first level was finished. It looked amazing. "We can make it bigger," Bruno shouted. So they built a second level, then a third, then a fourth. The fort grew taller and taller. Max loved climbing higher. Bruno loved being at the top. Only Benny seemed unsure. Something didn't feel right. As the fort grew, Benny looked carefully at the bottom. The lowest part was still strong, but the higher levels were becoming heavier and heavier. Meanwhile, Bruno had another idea. "One more level." Max cheered. "Yeah, one more." The fort towered over Willow Meadow. But suddenly, crack! A support beam groaned. Creak! A rope stretched tight. Bruno froze. Max's ears dropped. They looked down. The fort was beginning to wobble. Benny was right. Max gasped. "Quick, climb down," shouted Bruno. The two friends rushed toward the ladder. Faster and faster they climbed. Below them, Benny waved his paws. "Hurry!" The whole fort shook. Crack! Snap! Rumble! The giant fort collapsed into a huge pile of sticks and planks. Dust flew everywhere. For a moment, nobody said a word. Then Bruno sighed. "We worked so hard." Max looked sad, but Benny smiled. "Look at this." He pointed to the bottom pieces. The first level stayed strong because it had a wide base and strong supports. Bruno looked closer. Max nodded. They finally understood. The problem wasn't building high. The problem was forgetting what made it strong. So the three friends started again. This time, they built slowly. They made the base wider. They added stronger supports. They checked every level carefully. And when they were finished, their new fort stood proudly in the sunset, stronger than ever before. The friends sat together at the top, laughing as the golden sky glowed around them. Because sometimes the best lessons come from the mistakes we make.